Oh, hey girl, hey, what you doing? Hello. Guess who has caffeine? Oh my gosh. But no, seriously, I want to talk to you because there's something I want to say. So I'm going to say it here because my phone is full of storage and we cannot put anything else on there. It tells me to close my camera the moment I turn it on. So, hello. You get crystal clear HD. And my distracted look out the window. So, hi, how are you? I am putting on a program. I'm offering a 2-month coaching program called Finding Your Worth Without the Scale. That is solely focused on putting you first, putting your worth first. Don't look at this, ignore this. Look at me, okay? But it's solely focused on putting you first because that is the secret. That is the secret to weight loss. That is the secret to getting your fit body. That is the secret to changing your life forever, is to put you first, to no longer look for validation from anybody else but yourself. And that is a hard thing to do because I'll be honest, it's something we don't realize we're doing, whether it's intentional or not. And me, for example, I started this whole healthy kick because I wanted to do a bodybuilding competition. Why? Not for me, which I thought for years and years and years was for me to give me confidence to show that I could do it, but it was really to prove to others. It was to prove my worth to other people. It was to get their validation because I knew I was cool. I knew I was powerful. I knew I was smart and intelligent, even though the rest of the world said otherwise. Even though in school, testing like tore me apart and broke me to my core on so many levels in high school and in college. But I was trying to prove myself. Stop looking in the frame. But I was trying to prove myself so much to everyone outside of me to get their validation, to prove that I was good enough, even though I already was good enough. And that was a hard pill to swallow, realizing that what I had spent years of my life working on, money in order to learn the knowledge, in order to take the courses, in order to get to the places I needed to go, and I was never accomplishing it. So whether it was dieting super strict for a bodybuilding competition when I was 20 pounds overweight, and spoiler alert, if you're gonna do a bodybuilding competition, lose the weight first. Don't try and do it. Do not try and do it. Like, do not have the end goal of your weight loss be a bodybuilding competition. Lose the weight, feel your body, feel yourself. Do you want to strip down to a bikini or a little boy thong? And if you do, then you go and do it. But that is not, bodybuilding is not healthy. It is not a healthy end goal. It's not. It is your least healthiest because you are so super thin, you are eating so few calories, you are depriving yourself so much. It is not healthy. It is not the epitome of health. It is not hashtag goals because that is not what you look like 24/7. And if you do, you are digging yourself an early grave. I'm just gonna be blunt about it. You are digging yourself an early grave because that is not something that your body is meant to live by. It is just another form of an eating disorder. It is another form of anorexia. It is bigorexia. It is perceiving your body differently than what it needs to be. And it's so mental. It is so mental. And so many people go into this sport because it is a sport. It is a high-end sport for people that need to be prepared, knowing going into it. But too many people are just, anyone and everyone can do it. Anyone can sign up for a bodybuilding competition. But too many people go into it like I would have done. I'm so glad I never got to that point because I already messed myself up enough. I cannot imagine myself having to go through everything else on top of that whole mind shift, that whole mind screw up in order to get out of it. So I'm glad I messed up. I'm glad I never hit that because I was able to focus on myself and work myself backwards on what I would have had to do, dig myself out of a less deep hole. Does that make sense? I think so. I'm gonna go with it. Hello. What you need to focus on instead of the number on the scale, instead of the number of calories you're supposed to be hitting, instead of whatever workout you're doing, getting to those high reps, getting to that max weight, getting to that time that you were trying to beat everyone else in, you need to focus on you. What are you doing this for? And you need to get down and deep into it, because the first time you do this, it is going to suck because it's going to be just superficial. It's going to take time to get down to the deep why. And I guarantee you, you may not like it where it's at right now. Where you're going right now, hi, I found this permanent marker, I'm going to put it down. But where you're going right now is not going to help you long term. Because once I've realized that my deep reason for why I was doing it wasn't actually my current why. My real reason for being healthy is I want to be an asset to society. I want to be able to say yes to when friends want to do a CrossFit competition. Hi, I joined CrossFit about a year ago. Wow, okay. So I want to be able to say yes to that kind of stuff. I want to be able to do more with my clients and come up with different programs and different masterminds where we dive deep into this and show how like going and doing training for a competition and training for an event can be fun and easy, and it doesn't need to take over your mind. And I want to prove and show that to so many people. So I need to do that myself before I can help other people, even though I know it's possible, okay? But I need to do it myself. And I also want to be a good role model and a good person, whether it's now or when I have a family, when I've got a husband, because I'm a single Pringle right now, girl, and when I've got kids. I want to be able to say, yeah, I've got it all together. I've got my health together. I don't need to focus on that. I don't need to stress about it. And I'm going to show them like what it means to struggle through and to be human and to not have it perfectly, but to catch yourself and take care of yourself enough that you do it anyways. I want to be somebody that you can look up to and say, she is far from perfect, but she's continually working on it, and that's what I love. I want to follow somebody that's human. I want to be somebody that's human, and I want to share that with the world, because there's so many pretty perfect, unrealistic people out there that are photoshopped, that do not have zits on their face. Oh my gosh, no. But that don't have that, and I need to show that. Because here's the thing. Here is my thing. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just remembered. I have never been told that I can't do something. Never in my life. Because hi, I'm a girl, in case you didn't know, and apparently girls are not supposed to do certain things. I did not know that. I just have always known that, you know what, some areas in life and some areas in jobs or businesses are heavily male dominated. Cool, I would be the first girl then. I can do it. That's why I train the way that I do, because I want to be able to do whatever the guys can do as close to them as possible. Yes, I am a woman. I do have certain features that guys do not have to deal with, and there are limitations to how far I can push my body, because it's me. But I'm gonna do as much as I possibly can in order to be that asset, in order to do what it is that I want to do, and in order to break those boundaries of where like women have not normally been. So here's the thing. If it's never been done before, that just means you can do it. No one thought you could break a 5-minute mile, and then when somebody did, everyone did it. Michael Jackson did the moonwalk, and then now everyone can do it? Excuse me, what? Somebody needs to start it. Somebody needs to do it. And that's what I want to do. I want to show that you can live a life without having to diet, without having to like follow a strict workout schedule, without having to kill yourself in the gym. Oh my gosh, I need to get up. This is too much for me. Without having to kill yourself in the gym, without having to kill yourself in the kitchen. Don't look, I need to do dishes. But without having to do so much work that it takes away from your life. Because health should take you through life. It should not take it over. It should empower you to want to do so much more and be able to do so much more. And that's what I want to show you, because it is possible. And with this 2-month program, I'm going to take you through it. I'm going to give you the power. I'm going to give you the knowledge, and I'm going to help like you break out of the box you've been trying to shove yourself into, because you are not meant to be shoved into a box. You are a beautiful human being who is meant to create your own world. And that's what I want to show you how to do. How to do that. I want to show you all those kids playing outside. Oh my gosh. But I want, he's running so fast. But I want to show you how to do that. I want to show you how to do that so much, because that is where true power comes from. Because what you need to realize, and what I've had to realize as well, and have continued to grow from that, but how you do one thing is how you do everything. And with any kind of limiting beliefs, with any kind of doubt or fear you have in your life, it trickles into everything else. So when I feel confident and powerful and like I am in charge of my health, but I don't take that same control when it comes to potential relationships or when it comes to my business, then everything suffers. So if I'm able to help you, even just getting your health kick-started and seeing how absolutely amazing you are right now without any other changes, without any other have-to-dos differently, then that's going to empower you to do so much more. Because when I work with my clients one-on-one, they find like change in all areas of their life. Yeah, we focus on health specifically, but we talk about how that affects everything else. How that affects your, breathe. How that affects your life at home, how that affects your job, how that affects your family, how that affects your relationship with your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever it is that you're with. How that affects your home life, how that affects you cleaning up or not, how that affects your food choices, and how that affects the way you view yourself in the mirror every single day. So for example, a few years ago, all of this stuff that's going on, I think I came to the right mirror, but oh my gosh, do you see this? Oh, all of this stuff would have like taken a giant punch to my ego. Would have taken a giant punch to my ego, but now I just see it as, you know what? I've been taking on too much stress. I have not been sharing it enough with people in my corner that I need to. I haven't been focusing as much on my health as I want to, like the things that I personally really need, which is a lot more fruit and vegetables than I've been giving myself. We're human, folks, okay? But that's what it is. It's not because my body is like upset with me and it's trying to tear me down and I'm not beautiful or anything like that. Girl, I've always been gorgeous. It's just some days this stuff happens. And you know what? It's just telling you that, you know what? Maybe what you've been eating, we should kind of just like take a step back from and do something different. How about that? That's all it is. That's all it is. And when it turns into that and you start to change the way you view yourself into one of like pure love and respect no matter what is going on, that's when things change. It changes so much. And that's what I want you to realize, and that's what I want to share, and that's what I want to show you. I want you to take the reins and do it yourself. I want to work myself out of a job. Let me work myself out of a job, please. Because you are worth it. You are so worth it. And you need to realize it. And I know you're ready for it. So when you're done with your diet, when you're done with hating the way you look in the mirror, and when you're done with like caring more what other people think of you rather than what you think of you, come find me, okay? I'm taking on 5 people for the next 2 months to work through this. It's $2,500 paid in full or $750 a month. And I want to help you. If you sign up before Sunday, before April 1st basically, we're going to be able to do weekly phone calls. Weekly Zoom calls. So if you sign up before then, you get weekly Zoom calls, otherwise it's bi-weekly. But unlimited email, text, and voice memo support. So I'm in your back pocket for the next 2 months. So I want to ask you, what would you love to see and what would you love to experience in the next 2 months? What is your dream? If you were able to just like pick out, like best case scenario, if you were able to choose and decide what your future is going to look like in 2 months, if we fully focused on you, fully focused on your support, fully focused on changing how you see yourself and create healthy habits out of that, how would that change your life? And are you ready for that? Are you ready to stop like sitting low on your New Year's resolutions, stop sitting low and being okay with going over and over and over again I'm not fully having it together, and being okay yo-yoing. If you are ready and done with all of that, come find me. Again, only taking on 5 people. And if nothing else, you are so worth it right now. You do not need anybody else's validation. And when you take that control and when you take hold of that power, ooh, it just bubbles into everything. And that's what I want the world to have, just this unlimited confidence, because when you are happy, the rest of your world is happy. Because when your cup is filled and overflowing with happiness and confidence and just pure love and joy for who you are, you're able to spread that around. I want the world to be an overflowing bucket of happiness and smiles, okay? It starts with you. You can't change the world alone, but you can definitely start with your circle. And your circle has a bigger reach than you will ever imagine. But it starts with you. It starts with you and your person and your soul. Nothing else. Don't overcomplicate it. And when you're done with your diet and you're ready to eat pizza and really talk about your emotions that are actually weighing you down, and it's not just your inability to cut snack foods out, come find me. I'm your girl, okay? All right, have a fantastic day. Bye, guys.